Hello, this is Fox 2 Los Angeles News. Governor of California, Gavin Newsom, signed the bill into law that restrict and ban phones. I, as a candidate for governor in 26, support the governor's bill, but I would not restrict phone. I would not restrict the phones, but I would restrict the social media and all of that stuff because it's a lot more. It's a lot more than phones have taken over our young people's um, mental health. Phones, social media, TikTok, X, Twitter, Facebook, all of that stuff is taking over our children's mental health. And and First Lady of California, Jennifer Jennifer C. Newsom, she tweeted she tweeted on X, she tweeted on Twitter, she tweeted on Twitter 97% of students. First Lady of California, Jennifer Newsom, tweeted on Twitter 97% of students use their phones during the school day, and we need to know that time. Okay, what she was saying was when she said we need to know the time, she was saying that we need to get these phones, we need to get these phones and social media out the hands of the young people. And I'm not talking about banning social media for the young people because they have rights to speak out as well. And they are most certainly welcome to do so, but not when they are in school. Now, I propose I propose a bill that I propose a bill that is called Social Media Restriction Act. Restriction Act. Restriction Act. And what that does is not restrict the phones, but restrict social media when they are in classrooms, when they are in schools, and only one. exception. When they are when they are at lunch, that is the only time that they can be on their social media. Is either at lunch or during snack time at school. Um, but we shall not restrict phones because what if something was to happen to the what if something happens to the child and the child needs to call their mother? What if what if something happens to the students and the students have to call the parent who brought them to school and tell them I am having a medical emergency and I need you to come pick me up from school. Then what are y'all going to do then? Because y'all restricted these phones from entering the school premises. Y'all are taking these kids' phones away, and these kids need their phone because what if they have a medical emergency? What if they have? What if a fight breaks out? What if a shooting breaks out? What if something happens at the school and they need to call their parents? Stop telling the government, state and federal government doesn't have state government and the federal government is not supposed to have the power where they can tell you what to do with state government, federal and state should not have the power to tell you what to do with your own body or even tell you when you can have your phone. And I promise you, I am a Democrat. I am a Democrat. I support Governor Newsom. I support President Joe Biden. But I, just, I support his legislation. But what I won't support is taking these phones out of the schools because of what if something was to happen. Now, I would understand if they restricted the social media, then I would support it. But they restricted the phones with no reception, with no exception. They should not have the power to tell you when you can go on your phones or what to do with your own body. When I become governor, I am running as a Democrat. But when I become governor, I promise you that read. I promise you I will overturn this. I will overturn a piece of this legislation that Governor Newsom put into place, and I will overturn a little portion of the legislation that the governor put in place, and I will restrict the social media because it's bigger problems than the phones, than it's bigger problems than the phones, than the it's bigger problems than the phones, the texting, the emailing, the calling. It's much bigger problem than that. it is the social media that should be restricted. When they go to lunch, it's fine to be on social media. But when they go back to the classroom, when they go back into the classroom, social media will have to be restricted. Okay. And as governor, I promise you that I will make California stronger than ever before. We will make history by electing our first African American governor of the state of California, and we will win this election. Thank you.